What's going on, guys? Ryan Martello here at the Crypto Fiend Studios. Today, we are going to be doing a little bit of a market update, discussing Bitcoin, the price movement, the technical analysis side of things, as well as discussing the current ETF state, as well as the possibility of the top 10 cryptocurrencies having ETFs in the near future. So, to start things off, Bitcoin, if you guys have been sleeping under a rock, Bitcoin has been spiking greatly, around $2,000 in the past 2 weeks, and around $500 in the past 15 hours. Bitcoin seems to not be slowing down at this rate. We are slowing down a little bit right now on the day, but we are still up ahead of most of the competition in the crypto space. Up 6% compared to its competitors. We have Ethereum at 4, Ripple at 2. We have a couple ahead of Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash at 8, EOS at 7, etc. But we are going to be mainly paying attention to Bitcoin for this video. So, if you guys don't know, the main hype around Bitcoin right now is due to the speculation of the possibility of ETFs coming into the crypto space. This is a huge deal, especially for mass adoption. If we can get these ETFs approved, this will bring a lot of institutional money into the crypto space in a great way. If you guys don't know what ETFs are, a summarized version for you. ETFs is a form of having insurance on Bitcoin. That's what we're mainly focusing on right now, is Bitcoin. Getting ETFs approved for Bitcoin. So for say any reason I got my Bitcoin hacked or stolen, I could have an ETF on my Bitcoin so I could back it up, so I can file an insurance claim and then get my Bitcoin back. So that's why it's so important to get this approved, is because it will bring a lot of these institutional investors into the crypto space so that they know they have a safe state of mind that their funds are not going to get stolen and no one can help them get them back. So that's where we're currently at with the ETFs. Now, they were planned to get approved on August 10th, or the SEC was going to make their decision on August 10th, but it has been bumped back to September 21st. So we have to wait a little bit longer, but it just gives the SEC more time to decide and make decisions. And in my personal opinion, I think it's a big move. In the positive way that the SEC did bump it back to September, because that personally gives us investors more time to buy into Bitcoin and cryptos in general, but it gives us a good state of mind that the SEC is considering it, because there's about a 90% chance that it will get approved, because in the past the SEC really made it not possible due to regulations, world regulations, stuff like that, but we have all of that now. So there's really no reason why they should deny it unless they really don't want this to happen. But them pushing it back gives us a good state of mind that they really are considering it and maybe getting everything in place for it to happen. So, with that said, we are going to be doing a little bit of technical analysis. I got to reload this so I don't have to sign up. And let me put on my indicators real fast for you guys. So we are going to be doing a little bit of technical analysis to give you guys a good understanding that right now we do have a lot of ups and downs. For Bitcoin, we could still continue to rise, or we could still continue to fall. So I'm going to give you guys both of those examples shortly. Okay, so to start things off, we are looking good right now. We are pumping, we're moving into the green, we're moving up, all that good stuff. On the positive side of things, we do have the 50-day and the 100-day putting a little of pressure on the bottom side of the price movement to help raise it up. But on the negative side of things, we do have this 200-day putting a little resistance on Bitcoin. Now, we're not there yet, but when we do get around probably to the $8,500 range, which will probably be tomorrow if we can keep this momentum, we could see a little bit of resistance. We also have a couple line indicators to show us that we also might have a little bit of resistance as well right now. That's from the all-time high, giving us kind of a triangle pushing trend downward. We also have this one right here, where we could have a little bit of resistance around the $98,000 to $10,000 range. So we do have a little ways to go. My personal opinion is that we can easily break through these resistance levels. Why I think that is, right now with this big news coming out, of course, a lot of investors are probably buying on the news of the ETFs, and they're going to sell on the ETF getting approved, which is completely fine. But of course, I think that will be phenomenal across the board and bring us to all new highs. I think we will easily break through these resistant levels, mainly due to a lot of investors jumping into the crypto space right now off the fundamental analysis side of things, not necessarily looking at the charts, because we have to be realistic. The majority of investors in the crypto space are not looking at the charts. They're looking at the price and saying, okay, it's going up. So they're going to buy in, which can make us easily break through these levels and bring us to our next resistance level, which I personally believe will be around the $10,000 range. After that, we could see the next level around the $11,500, $600 range. So we do have a little ways till we are there. I think it's a great move that the SEC did bump it back again, because it gives us a good state of mind that they are considering it, and that's what we want to see. Because if this does get approved, a lot of these well-known institutional expert investors are very supportive that Bitcoin could be $25,000, $50,000 by the end of 2018. And if Bitcoin ETFs do get approved, it is very in reach. And that's what we've all been waiting for. And I think we've definitely had a lot of ups and downs in 2018, mostly downs. I mean, we were on a downtrend from around January to June. But this past month, I don't know if you guys noticed, every single article that I get in my news feed, whether it's on Twitter, online, whatever, has been very positive for cryptocurrencies. I haven't seen anything negative. You have a couple random investors saying Bitcoin's a scam, all that sort of stuff, but they're irrelevant. You got to look at the big picture of things. We have dozens and dozens of big companies coming into the crypto space wanting to utilize blockchain tech, and this is the beginning of the adoption. So next up, Bitwise proposes ETF for top 10 cryptocurrencies. Today, Bitwise came out and announced that they have proposed an ETF to the SEC, trying to get the top 10 cryptocurrencies to have ETFs. They're mainly doing this for their own platform so they can have indexes for the top 10 cryptocurrencies, which hold around 80% of the total market cap. They want to kind of do this so investors can use their platform, invest into the top 10 cryptocurrencies, knowing that they have insurance to back them up. I think this is rather ambitious right now, considering we are still working on getting ETFs approved for Bitcoin, and to get ETFs approved for the top 10 is a little out there, and it would take a long time for this to happen. I mean, you'd have to get approval for IOTA, Tether, Litecoin, etc. That would take some time. So I like where they're going. Very ambitious. It's not necessarily the time to be doing this. We have to take it one step at a time and kind of ease the SEC into the idea that cryptocurrencies are helping the world as we know it. So right now, our current state with ETFs with the SEC is that we have 5 proposed ETFs in the SEC right now for Direxion Investments, for VanEck and SolidX, and 2 others. Our current stage right now is that they, again, were going to get approved, or the SEC was going to give their announcements of when or if they were going to be approved on August 10th, but it has been pushed back to September 21st. Personally, for me, I think this is a good thing. I can put more money into cryptocurrencies, as well as it shows us that the SEC is considering this and really probably getting the paperwork all settled and all that sort of stuff. If we go down here, BlockFi raises $52.5 million in round lead by Novogratz Galaxy Digital. This is a big deal, guys. Crypto lending firm BlockFi raised $52 million in a fundraising round led by Mike Novogratz, Galaxy Digital, Business Insider reported Tuesday. BlockFi, which aims to lend individuals and companies loans using Bitcoin and Ether holdings as collateral, plans to use the funds to grow the business outside the U.S., as well as adds support for more digital assets to the platform. The startup offers services in 35 U.S. states and functions similar to a traditional bank in that it holds clients' funds with a registered custodian and reports loan performance information with major credit bureaus. So pretty much this is a big step towards adoption for cryptocurrencies. They're trying to kind of navigate cryptocurrencies into the real world, into real world use case, where you can kind of initiate this into custodians as well as your credit scores and credit companies and stuff like that. So across the board, guys, we have phenomenal news all around for cryptocurrencies right now, and the price movement is speaking for itself. Currently around $300 billion in market cap. Right now, it really determines if we can keep this momentum, but we do have to keep an eye out for these levels probably within the next couple days to see if we do have some resistance, and we could possibly rebound backward and have a little bit of a correction. September 21st is the big day when we will get the announcement if ETFs are going to get approved or not. On the 21st, that's not when ETFs are going to be initiated. That's just when we will get the announcement if or when they are going to get approved. So let me know down below what you guys think about all this hype. Do you think it's complete crap? Do you think Bitcoin is going to go lower, below 5,000, etc.? Let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, mash that subscribe button for quality cryptocurrency content in the future, and I will catch you in the next.